What
What's
is
up?
up? I am a robot. Anyway, so here we are back to talk about movies and stuff, and I'm
Yep.
the gimpy one, and he's
Somewhat normal.
the donkey. And today we went to go see this movie called Upgrade. Now, for me personally, you got to know this first. I would not have known about this movie unless one of our friends had not taken us to the wrong theater. The first time that I saw,
Rampage.
Rampage.
Yeah.
We went into the wrong theater because dude wasn't paying attention, and we saw movie previews that we weren't expecting, and we were like, oh, I've never heard of any of these. Do I suck at life?
Yeah.
And it turned out that we were in some indie movie, and then we went to Rampage. So, seeing that trailer made me want to go see the movie, so I saw it and made this fool go see it.
Yeah, it was a pretty interesting movie.
By the way, it's called Upgrade, if I didn't mention it already.
Yeah, Upgrade. Just think of like Neo saying upgrades.
I know.
But yeah, it's has a lot of cool sci-fi themes and like this dude, he gets caught in an accident. Well, it's not really an accident, but his wife gets killed and he becomes permanently disabled.
And that's not an accident either?
Yeah. So then this other guy approaches him with like this little chip called STEM.
Which we would think of as science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, which was hilarious to me.
But I guess it's called STEM because, it goes like back of your neck.
Like near your brainstem.
Yeah, which is a critical area, which if it gets pierced through or whatever, like,
it's
die.
It's weird because in the movie they were putting the chip somewhere between like the cervical and thoracic vertebrae.
Yeah.
Which, if you're gonna implant it by the brainstem, you would want it in the cervical vertebrae. So I thought that was funny. I kind of laughed inside.
Yeah.
So the dude's a quadriplegic. He gets this chip implanted in him, and he goes on a murderous rampage to avenge his wife's death. If you like weird, silly action movies that do those types of things, you will probably like this movie.
Yeah.
But I do have to warn you, it is super violent.
Yeah.
I don't normally say that because I watch a lot of violent movies, but this movie was super violent.
Yeah, and it's funny because those scenes are pretty spaced out, but they're brutal.
Really brutal.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, I was surprised by it. I mean, I wasn't offended by it, but I was just like, oh, damn, I wasn't expecting this much gore.
Yeah.
Anyhow, though, like, I thought it was pretty good. If I'm not mistaken, I think one of the producers of The Purge was behind this.
Yeah, I think you're right.
The movie actually reminded me a lot of the old school RoboCop in a way.
Yeah.
The old school RoboCop, and no, I don't mean the one from a few years ago. And if you think that means old school, stop watching my damn channel. It's not old.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Keep watching it, I guess. I guess I'll tolerate your presence. But, so for me, the things that I liked about it were, I always like movies that kind of explore both the positive and negative consequences of integrating technology and biology.
Yeah.
Specifically AI, since we're nowhere near having that be a real factor.
Yeah.
You can argue that Alexa's real AI, but it's not, so don't.
Yeah, but we can already see that, like, prosthetic arms and all that, and, like, machine hearts or whatever.
I mean, we've machine hearts?
Yeah. Like, they put stuff in to open and close the heart valves and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not quite as cool as, like, Bicentennial Man or something like that yet. You still have clunky-ass machines, but
Yeah.
they're getting smaller. And we actually have the ability to grow cardiac tissue based on stem cells in a scaffold, which will instruct those cells to turn into cardiac cells and grow new pieces of heart tissue.
Yeah.
We haven't created a functioning heart that I'm aware of yet, but hopefully that's on the horizon. One of the things that I always kind of feel like 50-50 about
Yeah.
is the idea that, you know, this dude becomes disabled and then there's this thing that can, like, fix him.
Mm-hmm.
But it was permissible in my brain this time because it served a larger purpose. And the movie has a twist at the end that totally, I didn't really, I probably should have seen it, but I didn't see it,
Yeah.
which was pretty cool. I don't want to ruin it. If you by chance have something like Movie Pass going on and you don't have to pay a whole lot of money for movies, I would definitely check this one out. However, I will say that it's not one of those full price ticket movies. I don't know if you would agree.
Yeah, I'd say it's. If you don't have something like Movie Pass or whatever, probably just rent it.
Yeah. But I would definitely go see it.
Yeah.
I would definitely see it somehow.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of cerebral things you could chew on if you're that type of person.
And what I found interesting about the choreography was that since the dude can voluntarily become controlled by this chip,
Yeah.
the fights had to look like he was being controlled by something artificial, and they did a really good job of doing that.
Yeah, by the way, it talks to him
Yeah.
and knows a lot of shit.
It reminds me of Venom.
Yeah.
We are Venom. But yeah,
Yeah.
anything else you want to say about it? By the way, these aren't ever scripted,
Yeah.
and they're not going to be.
It kind of has this Blade Runner type of feel to it, but it's very fast paced, so.
Yeah, so if you didn't like Blade Runner because you thought it was slow, you were right. First of all, that's kind of how Blade Runner is.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, dude, that the technology in this movie made the police super lazy.
Yeah.
If you are of the opinion that sometimes police can be lazy investigators,
Yep.
yeah, it was kind of astounding.
Yeah. Kind of reminded me of that Netflix show, Altered Carbon, but those themes are different from this movie's theme, in a way.
In a way.
Yeah, but it has that same kind of feel, Norrish feel.
Is coming.
Yeah. But that's all I gotta say about that movie.
Yeah, so dudes, if you want to check it out, go check it out.
Yeah. If not, just rent it.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason we saw it's because, you know.
Yeah, we were cheaters.
Yeah, so, that being said, I enjoyed myself. It was what I wanted it to be. And a little bit more than what I wanted it to be, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I liked it.
Alright, dudes.
Alright then.
Bye.